How you guys doing? We doing good? You guys still doing good? Wonderful. Fantastic, man. That's real good. I'm Joe. Right off that. I'm not, I don't want to be inappropriate up top, but is anybody keeping up with these sex dolls they've been coming out with? Some of you. I know some of you. They look real good. I don't know if you guys are keeping up with it. They look good. They look like an extra in like every rap video you've ever seen, you know? They're just very curvy, very caked up. That's what I like to say, they're caked up, you know? But in my head there's like a next step to it. There's like an evolution to it because we got these sex dolls right now. So at some point in time we're going to have sex robots, you know? So you're just going to be sitting at home and you're going to be like, hey Siri, show me what that ass do. They'll just start twerking, you know. It'll be great. But then there's a next step to it. Because when people talk about robots, they talk about robots becoming like conscious and aware. So you're going to be at home, you're going to be like, hey Siri, show me what that ass do. And then Siri's going to be like, how come you never ask me how I feel? Shit. You know, end up on the phone with tech support with Apple being like, yeah. So Siri locked herself in the bathroom. You know, there's like a reset button, or like, how do I fix this? And they'll be like, well, you gotta apologize. And it's like, oh, great. You'll be like, hey Siri, I'm sorry, I'm real sorry, Siri. And then Siri's gonna be like, you don't mean that, you don't care about me. And then you'll be like, no, I really do care about you, Alexa. Oh, I mean Siri, fuck! That's your house? You got people calling you the wrong name? Oh, you got the, I thought you just had a man that didn't love you. But you just got options with your searching the internet, I guess. I don't know. I'm broke as shit. I don't have anybody to talk to. That's yeah. When I'm talking out loud at home, it's just to myself. There's nobody to give me any answers. There's more questions. Anyway, I moved down to Atlanta because I've been trying to get my life together, right? I've been trying to get my life together. I lived in a van for 3 years, so that's what I was doing before. Thank you very much. It was a lot of fun. It was okay, but I've been trying to got a job down there, so that's real good. I'm a cook, all right? I make eggs. That's what I'm doing right now. Right? Fucking eggs, man. People think it's fancy if you're a cook. They think you're like a fancy person. They're like, man, you're kind of like a chef. And it's like, I am not a chef. I am a cook, all right? There's a difference, like a cook or a chef will spend like 6 hours preparing a piece of salmon. And I can make like 14 omelets in 3 minutes. That's the difference. But they look pretty good for doing 14 in 3 minutes. They do look good, you know? As long as you don't flip them over. Because then you will notice they are burnt. And there's a little dent where a delicious piece of sausage used to be. I gotta get my snacks too, man. That's fun. It's pretty fancy, like it's fancy eggs, I will say that. They got this shit, this stuff is incredible to me. This is like fascinating shit. They have this stuff called fruit water. Do you guys know, do y'all know about fruit water? Okay, yeah. Some of you do. It's pretty impressive. What fruit water is, ladies and gentlemen, is you take fruit and then you put it in water, alright? And then the water, it tastes like that fruit, but it's not juice. It's fruit water. It's impressive, man. Because growing up where I'm from, we never put fruit in water. I'm from Flint, Michigan. We just put lots of lead in it. Clearwater's a fucking treat, man. Delicious. I like to get high from time to time. That's something I do. Yeah, all right, baby. I got friends that get high, and a lot of my friends, you guys might know people like this, or you might be this person. A lot of people think that like smoking weed makes them a safer driver. You know, I got a lot of friends who are like, man, if I smoke weed, I'm a safer driver. I don't know if that's true, but I do know having weed on you makes you a safer driver. It's fun. I get high in public. That's what I like to do. That's where I like to get high. I think it's a good way to make friends. Because if you're smoking away and somebody walks up to you and you're like, you want to smoke? They're like, yeah, it's like, fuck man, I got a friend. It's nice, man. And one day I was smoking away and there was this older lady walking towards me. And I was like, excuse me, ma'am, would you like to smoke some weed with me? And she goes, you know, I usually don't smoke weed. And I'm like, it's 50 degrees outside. You're wearing socks with flip-flops. You smoke weed. Yeah, all right, there we go. Found you. I knew I'd find you again. You got tennis shoes on tonight? Well, I remember the flip-flop. That's how I remember you. I feel like there's more than one of you talking now. Never mind. Y'all got a big fella sitting next to you, so I'm going to keep them out shut. I know it is. I can tell. They're big as fuck. Yeah. I've been reading stuff. There we go. I've been reading things. Been reading a whole bunch of things. Trying to become like a better. I learned something recently. This is something I learned. I'm going to share with y'all. I learned that the word waterboarding is not a slang term for surfing. All right. I did not know that. Because it made sense to me, because I was like, okay, there's like skateboarding, and there's snowboarding, then there's waterboarding. And that makes sense, you know? But then people were getting upset, and they're like, oh, the U.S. government is waterboarding terrorists. But in my mind, I was just like, well, what better way to teach terrorists how freedom works? It was show them how to ride some sick tubes, you know? But it turns out waterboarding means simulated drowning, which if you don't know how to surf, it's the same fucking thing. Yeah, that's a fun joke. Yeah. I've been read. This is something else I read. I read there's a congresswoman in Tennessee, and I know. I'm not trying to get political at all. Trust me. She's a congresswoman in Tennessee, and she's blaming gun violence in America on pornography. All right? She's like, there's so much gun violence in America because of porn, and I don't think that's true. Because if porn caused gun violence, I think everybody would be dead. Be a single person left on earth, to be honest with you. I would have killed like 3 people just this morning. This doesn't make any sense. Who's got the energy to be violent after you watch porn? Who's got that type of energy? Sometimes I don't even brush my teeth. You know? Just wipe off my belly, roll over, and call it a night. Yeah. Make sure you ask for fresh sheets in the hotel rooms all around America. Anyway. Yeah, just in case. Just in case I've been there. It's fun. I like to use I use dating apps. That's something I use. I like to use the dating thing, swiping on people. You know. I like to use Bumble. Bumble's something I like to use. Bumble sent me an email and they were like, hey Joe, do you want to save animals? And I was just like, nah, Bumble, I want to fuck ladies. Well, that's what this is for, you know? If I wanted to save animals, I'd get the Humane Society app. That's what I'd be doing. It's very similar to like Tinder and Bumble. What they do is they show you pictures of dogs you might think are cute. And you swipe right on the dogs and you're like, yeah, I like that dog. And then when you match with the dog, somebody goes and tells the dog, they go, hey dog, somebody might love you. And the dog gets real excited, and then nobody shows up. It's very, very similar to real life. So that is, yeah, no. Just so everybody knows it's not a real thing. Just so everybody doesn't have to keep fucking on. It's not a real... In that particular joke, I am the dog that nobody loves. We can all get a big laugh out of it now, can't we? So I'm just fucking around. No, it doesn't even matter. I'm doing fine, trust me. Oh man, I gotta get going. I want to be a tough guy. That's something I want to do in my life, is I like to be like a tough person. But I feel like I'm at the point in my life where I've taken too many mushrooms to be a tough guy. You know? Because I used to get like riled up if somebody was messing with me, but now I'm just like, man, if you keep messing with me, I'm going to love you unconditionally. Oh, you keep talking that shit, I'm going to take you out back and accept you for your flaws. How about that? So I won't give you a black eye, but I'll open your third eye. Just a good way to resolve conflict, man. Hell yeah, there it is. Dose up. Yep. Alright. This joke, I'm done. This joke is a mean joke, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go into mean joke, just so you all know. It's mean because my feelings were hurt when I wrote it. So that is why it's mean. Just so everyone knows, I'm not a bad person. So what happened was, I was hanging out with this lady and I liked her, you know? And I was trying to be vulnerable and shit, and it was no good, but I was trying. And she's like, hey Joe, will you be my purse for the night? And no one's ever asked me that before, so I didn't know what it meant. I thought she was being romantic, you know? I was like, oh, your purse? Like, you want me to be that thing that you keep by your side all night and you have all your secrets in? Like, I want to do that. And then she goes, I just want you to hold my phone. So I'm heartbroken, and I'm like, well, will you be my wallet for the night? And she goes, you want me to hold your money? And I was like, I don't have any money. I just want to stick this old condom in you. Hey man, y'all been real fun. I'm Joe Kelley. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.